What's up, guys? We got one here from Men Only. Let's get into it.
Because your friends are over here happily married or they're in like committed relationships, and I'm over here asking people what their favorite color are. I have one friend, she's like way too interested in my love life, and she's always asking, how's it going? Like, I'm playing Pokemon and I gotta catch them all, and it's like she doesn't even realize that I'm an extreme introvert with social anxiety. I don't even want to catch and release program at this point, and the last time I was talking to somebody, they happened upon me. I did not go looking, and that did not turn out well. And it's going really good. I really like dating. Yeah, I like it.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Somebody's definitely disconnected from reality. I mean, complaining about dating in your 30s while refusing to adapt. It's not social anxiety, it's an excuse. I mean, look, dating's not a Pokemon game. If your biggest effort is asking someone their favorite color, don't act shocked when you're single. Guys aren't interested in extreme introverts that are using that as an excuse to shield poor effort. If you want a real connection, put yourself out there, be intentional, or embrace your cat collection.
Any girl that is paying over $3,000 in bills on her own every single month is not interested in you texting her, what are you doing? We're just not interested in that. What am I doing? I'm working. I'm making money. I'm keeping my house clean. That's what I'm doing. I have fucking bills to pay. I got shit to do. I swear to God, like, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. Like, this, I can't.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Welcome to life. Easy as that. And so she's equating her $3,000 a month bills with entitlement. Look, no guy owes you anything, and at least of all, a text that entertains your delusion. I mean, bills are your problem, not his. You get these women out here demanding high-value men while they're advertising they're going to stay single forever. It's just pure irony. The reality is it's a self-imposed prison that they're creating. And you know, modern society's enabled this mentality. It's turning dating into this resume contest where men are viewed as ATMs.
The thing with being ghosted is that a guy who is into you and actually really likes you and enjoyed spending his time with you is not going to ghost you. And that's the truth of the situation, okay? Every time a guy ghosts you, it's because he didn't like something. Something didn't move and groove for him. Something wasn't aligned. He didn't have as good of a time as you did. And I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings, and I'm not saying this to make you feel worse, but sometimes we are under the impression that a guy is having just as good of a time as we are, and he's really just passing time. He's really just there. Men are really good at assessing a situation and an individual and not settling. And what I mean by that is if a guy thinks that he can do better, or if he didn't really like something about the encounter, the date, he's not going to say, let me give it another chance the way women do. Women are chance givers. We see potential. We bond with the idea of a man versus the man that's right in front of us. Whereas men really take things at face value. Like, men rarely say, let me give it another shot. Let me just try again. And that's the part that I think fucks a lot of people up. A guy is always going to rationalize something and say, let me just see what else is out there. Women, 9 out of 10 times don't do this. Women pick one guy and hone right in from the fucking get-go. Whereas men keep their options open until the very last fucking moment. So if you guys weren't exclusive, there is also a high possibility. I don't know if you guys went on several dates, went on one date, what the situation was, but even if you went on several dates with this person and you guys were not exclusive, there is a high probability that he was also talking to other people and keeping his options open. And when a man doesn't feel like he owes you anything, he won't owe you anything. So he will just leave your life. Poof, gone, goodbye. Is it right? No. Is it hurtful? Of course. Were there signs Were there signs? I'm going to say there probably were. And we either closed our eyes, we pretended not to see them, or we genuinely didn't pick up on them. But I very rarely see a situation where there were no like warning signs that this was coming or anything of the sort, right? Very rare that you're talking to someone every single day for months and weeks on end and then they just poof disappear. And also, I would like to mention, this is very important, that men can fake their entire lives for months. Men can pretend to be someone that they are not for months. It's actually been said that the longest duration that someone can like hide or fake their personality is like 3 months. So also something to keep in mind, because at the 3-month mark, you think like, oh, wow, I really know this person, and you probably don't even know them. So there's also that to keep in mind.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I mean, look, this is absolute projection in 4K, no doubt about it. It's not that men can fake their entire lives. It's women overestimating their value. Guys will assess quickly. If you're not the one, they're gone. It's the women are the ones usually keeping all their options open, because guys have a hard enough time trying to get a woman in this day and age, where women are chasing after the 1%, the top 10%, whatever the hell the number is now. But yeah, so guys are assessing quickly and then piecing out if you're not the one. And it's efficient. It's not cruelty. And we're not wasting a woman's time. And the women should appreciate that, because they don't like to have their time waste. So it's a win-win. But you have women that cling to potential instead of reality, and they're bonding with fantasy instead of facts. And she admits it. We ignore red flags, but then blames men for walking away. Ladies, it's time to take some accountability.
I was with my best friend from 19 to 26 years old. That dude was my fucking everything, okay? This is the story that he would tell everybody when they would ask what kind of person I am. We've been together for like 2.5 years at this point, maybe 2 years, and he had gotten signed to Universal Music, an amazing producer, artist, fantastic. And he was living in Vegas, and I showed up at his place in Vegas for the first time since he had moved there. And this man was sleeping on a blow-up mattress. And I was like, there was no way that the man that I love is going to sleep on a blow-up mattress. I had no job at this point. I had just moved to the U.S., was getting my green card. I couldn't work. With the little money that I did have, I went and I bought him a mattress and put it in the back of my Passat, okay? And then proceeded to carry that mattress up 3 flights of stairs at like 9 o'clock in the morning in the scorching Vegas heat. Walk in there, I'm like panting, sweating, dying, because that's what you do when you love somebody. That's the kind of person that I am in a relationship. I will give 100% of myself and the last bit of energy that I have because I love you. That is what a woman does. Yeah, we can talk about how I cooked and cleaned for him and helped him with his business and helped him become a fucking millionaire, and now he lives in a nice penthouse fucking apartment in Vancouver. I don't need to talk about that because I know what kind of woman I am when I show up in a relationship. You want to know I ruined that relationship? We were long distance for a period of time. I went during the pandemic and I was staying with him in Vancouver, and something changed. And you want to know what changed? He started watching podcasts like Fresh and Fit. He started listening to content about MGTOW, and that man changed. And I would sit across from him and not understand the person that I was seeing. I felt like I was waking up to somebody that I did not know. I am qualified to talk about this shit. I am qualified to understand the repercussions that red pill content have on men, because the person that I wanted to spend my life with, the person I was in love with, the person I wanted to fucking marry changed overnight because of the content like that. And I see now the men who do watch that content, I hear the things that they say because I would listen to it. I actually started consuming that content because I wanted to understand what happened. To all the men who asked me that question, there's your answer.
Fresh and Fit didn't break your boyfriend. Reality broke your ego. You bought the man a mattress and helped his career, and what? Expected eternal gratitude? And relationships aren't investment schemes. The red pill didn't change him. It just woke him up. Guys are waking up to how easily it is for women to play martyr for potential while ignoring their flaws. And your bitterness isn't about him changing. It's about him seeing your entitlement.
Letting a bum get you pregnant is a great way to ruin your life for the rest of your life. That shit will ruin your life for the rest of your life, because for the rest of your life, you're going to have to deal with that man. A lot of you guys are doing it for the plot, and then you fuck around and find out and you get pregnant and you have to deal with that fucking loser for the rest of your life. They do it on purpose. They get you pregnant on purpose because they want to trap you. Men trap women with babies, not the other way around. And if you're trapping a bum with a baby because you feel like that makes you special, like being someone's baby mother makes you special, you're beyond help. A man getting you pregnant doesn't mean anything. The only thing it means is that you're going to be stuck with that man for the rest of your fucking life. It could not be more serious or damning. Do not let that man put a baby in you. Every morning I wake up and I'm like, damn, at least I don't have nobody's baby. At least I didn't run around and have someone's baby. No offense, sis, if that's what you did, but if you haven't done that, please make sure you don't do that. Please, it will ruin your life.
She's the village bicycle. Everyone's had a ride.
So men trap women with babies? That's the best joke I've heard yet. Look, women have near complete reproductive control today. You're not getting trapped, you're choosing your responsibility. So let's not pretend it's men sabotaging birth control, although men should be wrapping it up. You know, if you're having unprotected sex with bums, that's on you. Accountability is kryptonite to modern feminism, so stop blaming men for your bad choices.
Alright. Now, contrary to popular belief, yeah, women actually do love broke men. Love broke men. Adore broke men. Crave broke men. The only difference, they won't wife a broke man. Yeah? When it comes to this, yeah, men and women are not that different. Do you see what I'm saying? You see the same way a man has a woman he will sleep with, but will never wife? Women have men they will sleep with, but will never get with, or be with, or wife. Yeah? And a lot of the time, and what you lot need to understand, yeah, you see in this London city especially, forget that. You see across the world, yeah, there is broke men cutting through women like Edward Scissorhands, yeah, off the strength of the way they look or their muscles, yeah. I've known a lot of guys in the past who were broke, like flies in their pocket, but they looked good. They banged gym, yeah. Some of these guys used to shower in the gym. Do you see what I'm saying? Their life was just gym, no money, no prospects. But they were, cutting through women. Do you understand? However, none of those women wanted to be with them. Do you know why? Because they were a woman's dirty little secret. Their job was to service the car and then go home. They were the kind of men that a woman would invite over at about 10 or 11 and kick him out at 6 or 7 a.m. And there's a lot of men living that reality. A lot of broke men live that reality. Come over at night, get kicked out in the morning. The cousins don't know about them, the family don't know about them, the siblings don't know about them, the friends don't know about them, and the colleagues do not know about them. You are just a secret, my brother. And a lot of broke men, that's their reality. Do you understand? Now here comes the second man, yeah? This is the man who's doing well in life. He has the car, he has the clothes, he has the watch, he has the property portfolio, he has the shiny job title, he has the business. He represents everything that is success on paper. Yeah? He represents the image of success. That is the man that the woman actually wants to be with and to wife. You wanna know why? Women, and not all of them, are very hive-minded. They care about what the community thinks about them. They care about what their family thinks about them, what their friends think about them, and what their colleagues think about them. Yeah? The man that they bring home has to be presentable. He has to speak well. He has to have assets, tangible assets that you can look at and you can touch. Yeah? He's allowed to the family functions because she knows Uncle Junior and them ain't gonna laugh at him and make jokes behind his back. That is the man she is gonna wife. That is the man she's gonna marry. Two different men, two different destinies. These are two men who are experiencing a woman in two different ways. And that's what a lot of men don't understand. Stop thinking, yeah, you need to have money to sleep with women. You don't. You can be as broke as a joke that is seriously not funny. There is women out there that will lay down with you. They just won't be with you. And you're gonna get kept in the dark like a vampire. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, even in my own experiences, yeah? I had more one-night stands when I was useless than I ever did when I patterned up. You see, when I was doing my rubbish back in the days, yeah? Or when I had a meaty job, like even security, yeah? I had more women willing to go home with me without even knowing my name than I ever did when I fixed up. Do you understand? I'm working and they'll say to me, oh, what time do you get off? Do you want to come back home with me? I'm thinking, what? Like that? You don't even know my name. I didn't even have to talk to them. They'll walk up to me. Do you see what I'm saying? You see, the minute I started a business, I wrote a book, I had more prospects. I started to invest, I had other ventures. I started to speak like high vibrational conversation, yeah? I wouldn't really speak about like rubbish or the roads or none of that crap, yeah? Worldly things, so to speak. Bro, every woman I met after that point wanted to be in a relationship with me. I said, what happened to the women that wanted one night stands? Why? Because of the reasons that I just spoke about. So stop thinking, yeah, you need to have money to sleep with women. You don't. Women love broke men. She just won't wife you. That's the difference. A man will actually wife a broke woman. Yeah. So yeah, I see a lot of men saying, oh, I need money to get these girls. Women won't deal with me unless I've got money. That's not true. Ask any broke guy, yeah, who lives in the gym, or any broke guy who's sofa surfing, how much women he slept with when he had no money. Now ask men that have money, how much women want to lock them down. Big difference, night and day, yeah? Like I always say, make civilian life great again. Check the link in the bio.
Yeah, I can't say it any better myself. Basically, what he's breaking down was the hierarchy of women. Women will crave the broke men for fun, basically the chads. You know, the guys that are 6 foot tall, 6-pack abs, and will be up for one night stands left and right. Of course, if he's rich, that's even better. And then she's going to want to try to change him to get him to settle down, which usually isn't going to happen. But the guy that goes out and puts that effort in and works on himself, in the mind, the body, the finances, all of it, like this guy says, you start bossing up, you start leveling up, you start getting the relationships, you start getting the women after you. The big factor is being able to vet the women and getting somebody who hasn't been pumped and dumped, ridden a carousel around the block, the village bicycle, whatever the hell you want to call them these days, and getting a good, wholesome woman that's not going to screw you over, which anymore, it's a challenge to do without getting a good, solid prenup to protect yourself. But really, I mean, like what he was saying, it's like, in a sense, if you're broken fit, you're a toy. You're not going to have a problem pulling women. Even some ugly guys can pull women if they're fit and they kind of got that bad boy mentality, drive that excitement, that uncertainty for a lot of these ladies. Yeah, you can pull women. If you're fit, you're rich, you've really got it all going on, that's a completely different ball game. You just went from the minor leagues to the major leagues.
Things happening, financially for me, and the respect left the table. And this person, broke up with me, but now I'm back to a better place financially, spiritually, and mentally. And now this person is trying to come.
Nope. Hey. Nope.
But no.
Gang. My G. Kerr. As deep as I could dig, as much as I could think, as many metaphors as I could give you, dog, they all boil down to one common denominator, my Kerr. Cause here's the thing, bro. We gotta acknowledge that two things are often true at one time. Thing one that's true is that realistically, people don't owe you for richer or for poorer until y'all marry, bro. We can be honest about that. But also, I'm looking out for what you do and don't do before we marry. I'm looking at what skills and what traits you display before we married, and I see you not built to weather no storm, shorty. And that's fine. You got that choice. You actually are not obligated to stick around while I'm going through it, because we not unified in that regard right now. However, I see that you made your choice. You chose to get off this goddamn boat. And now that my little tugboat is a yacht, you better learn how to swim if you want to keep looking at it. You're never going to get back on the most you finna do is get a good view of me riding by. Float on. Float on.
I like this one.
Damn. Yeah, that was totally on point. I mean, respect left when that guy's wallet was empty, and that's all he needed to know. If she jumped ship during tough times, let her drown while you're thriving. I mean, fuck it. And he's right. Relationships are supposed to be a partnership and not this fair weather arrangement. And guys, just know this. Women will test your worth by your lows. And if you fail, they're gone. If you succeed, they're going to return with their hand out. Gimme. Don't take them back. The yacht sails better without a stowaway. Anyways, guys, modern women demand the world while offering excuses and self-victimization. And we know social media and feminist narratives have warped dating culture, reduced relationships to transactional games. Men aren't walking away because they're bitter. They're just walking away because they're awake. And we've hashed this out time and time again as family courts favor women. Modern feminism denies accountability, and dating is just rigged against men. And as always, guys, focus on building yourself and not chasing validation. Get your passport if you need to. Seek traditional values elsewhere. Demand mutual respect and not endless sacrifice. And just know red pill content isn't dangerous. It's necessary. But also know out of the red pill content, there is some toxic advice that is out there. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video here today. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.